With several figures incoming this year, it's time to reorganize the collection and see which figures will stay and which will go. Hey there, welcome to GemiiToys. Here we are once again. It's been a minute since I've done any videos on my collection or any reviews, so I'm gonna get back into it. And what better way to start a new chapter but with reorganizing the collection part 2. So for starters, I'm going to put another detolf where the Stormtrooper box is. Basically, I'm gonna take this one piece of furniture out, put a detolf, and I'll have 2 of them, as well as later in the future I'm gonna get another cabinet and I'll have the 2 detolfs on the sides. But I'll do a proper video collection once I get a few more figures in. Remember to subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss out on any future content coming up on the channel. So like I mentioned before, this is kind of a video to decide which ones to keep and which I'll move on, since a lot of figures are incoming, and I'm planning to do some first batch early reviews, so stay tuned for that. Here we have Mando you saw. Even though I'm getting the Beskar Mando, I am hanging on to the version of Mando you saw, as well as, of course, this customized Hallmark Grogu. And here we have R2-D2 from Force Awakens, definitely a keeper as well. All of those are keepers so far. Here we have Luke Skywalker from Return of the Jedi, definitely a keeper, as I absolutely love this figure. Now here's a figure that I'm not sure if I'm going to hang on to or not, due to the fact I got the 40th anniversary Empire version. So that's my Star Wars display. Moving on to the Marvel display, starting with kind of what started Marvel really for me, which is Spider-Man, the Tobey Maguire version, still kind of holding up. It's one of the first figures I actually ever got, so can't get rid of that guy. Here we have Thanos. Love this version of Thanos, very much like the comic, wearing the armor. Probably gonna give him that Infinity Gauntlet, wearing that when I change the display. And here we have Thor from Infinity War. I am planning to get the Endgame version, and I'll probably hang on to one. I'm not sure. That's gonna be a tough one, but for now, definitely love the Thor figure. Moving down, when I get my Mark 85, I think is definitely going to replace this guy. As much as I love the Mark 50, I think the Mark 85 does look that much better. So, and then of course this guy is definitely standing in for Endgame Captain America. That is with the broken shield. I want to display him right in this spot, and will definitely move on the Civil War version you saw after I do a comparison video, of course. And here we have, this is a recent figure I got, Black Widow from Endgame, definitely a keeper. She's not going anywhere. And here we have some DC, as well as continuing a little more Marvel. This guy is just here temporarily. He looked good for a little bit, standing next to Wonder Woman, kind of representing very American iconic characters. But I'm probably going to move on this version of Captain America as well once I get the Endgame cap. And here we have a figure I'm definitely not going to move on, as well as another definitely not. This is kind of representing Batman versus Superman. Love these two. Justice League, Man of Steel, and Nightmare Batman. Now here, this piece is, I really like this figure very much, but I feel like I want to get the look she had in the movies. So I'm not sure, but for now, I was planning to get the armored version, but not so sure after seeing the movie. So here we have Terminator, the battle damaged version. I really like the figure, and the only version of Neo made by Hot Toys. These two are keepers, most definitely. And here we have Marty McFly from Back to the Future 2. This figure I've seen has gone up in price recently, but still definitely not going to move either one of these two. No way. These are staying. The only version of Indiana Jones, actually. Now, if you're wondering, I do like to keep my collection quite as slim as possible due to the fact that I don't have that much space here in Japan, and I like to stick to my absolute favorite characters from my absolute favorite movies and try to stick to the one figure per character rule. However, as you can see, sometimes I break it. You have 2 Jokers, and I actually have 4 Batmans. One, the Justice League version, I currently have it in the box, but nonetheless, this shelf has looked like this, or almost pretty much the same. Some minor changes for a couple years now, and I just can't change it, and there's no way any of these figures are going. The base there, as you can see, I put a sticker. I didn't like how the base looked, so I added a sticker there so the base looks a little better, but these figures still look so impressive to me. I love looking at them. The 89 Batman and Joker, both DXs, as well as the Bale Batman and Heath Ledger Joker, also DXs. Love that classic DC shelf. Now here I have my favorite video game and video game character, Snake by Hot Toys. He is customized though. And we have Perseal, Predator, going back to Perseal from Clash of the Titans. Really enjoyed that movie, so I like variety. I like to try to have as much variety as possible. So here we have Aragorn by GemiiToys, and there's a Two Towers version coming, so I might replace him with that, as well as Jack Sparrow, Hot Toys, and back to Predator. Yeah, the only one I could see replacing there is the GemiiToys Aragorn. Here we have a figure I have to add to the collection, Iron Spider. And here we have the 2 Stormtroopers by Bandai, their kits, and 40th anniversary Darth Vader, just got him in. Expect a review on him tomorrow, most likely. And the Flash, he's going to the DC shelf. And I want to pick up another Stormtrooper to go along with the one you see here. He's in the box. And Grogu by Mattel, life size. Now here we have some magnets. I love collecting these box art magnets. Got the original Avengers, the Assemble, and some of the enemies. Another of my favorites, Infinity War, a couple Civil War, and this Dark Knight set of box art magnets. Love collecting these. Love putting them on my fridge. And some more video game action. These guys I want to add to the Detolf once I add the other Detolf, and probably put them with Snake. Got Joe Valentine from Resident Evil and Assassin's Creed Ezio, currently with the video games. And recently I went through a phase of collecting some He-Man figures, so I did get some of these. So I'm kind of enjoying, but the one I enjoy the most is my original 1980s He-Man and Battle Cat. So here we have another Hot Toy. I'd love to add, I want to get all my Hot Toys, put them all together. That's the thing, so that's why I want to add some more display options. So add Michael Jackson, and this is a custom I made with a Hot Toys body a couple years ago on a character that I actually designed a few years, about 10 years ago. I made a little short movie, short horror flick, so I had to make a figure of my created character. So nonetheless, here we have some smaller size figures. We have the Ninja Turtles, and this is the ZD Toys Iron Man Mark III. Love the Mark III. And so we saw Donatello before, Michelangelo here. We're kind of hanging out with my old collection of video games. And here we have Shredder paired up with Leonardo. Really enjoy these Neca figures. They're very well detailed, especially for the size. Definitely recommend them if you have not gotten these guys. Raphael, my favorite turtle. So there you have that. And that's going to wrap it up for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers and I couldn't be happier and more grateful. Thank you all so much for subscribing to my channel, and if you haven't, please do, as I do have big plans for this year with all the content mentioned, and of course there's going to be more events at Toy Sapiens and I'll make sure to cover those store tours. So like and comment, enjoy the path of collecting, and I will catch you guys next time.